What's going on, guys? This is the Trainwreck Comedy Podcast. My name is Adam.
I'm Mike Keegan.
And a special guest here today.
Roger Skai, how you doing?
How you doing, Roger? Thanks for
Not
coming
bad,
through.
not bad.
How was your week?
It was awesome, man.
Good.
Can't complain. Just living the dream, basically. I'm not working right now, so I just sit around, eat Cheetos, and
Yeah, why do you work?
Listen. It's not my choice. It's not my choice. I ran out of my my unemployment rate back
The working
in
man is
2006.
a sucker.
You want to talk about...
What's the Bronx style today?
I'm glad you had a busy day. I had to deal with real fucking human beings all day
That was
long.
work.
No, it sucks. It sucks. Work sucks. You know what's not work, though? A reality TV show.
Love it.
I understand you love reality TV shows, but the thing is about them, I don't consider them actors or important people at all whatsoever. And the main reason I think about that is the Jersey Shore, which finally ended.
And also that shitty show on MTV. That was a Hurricane Sandy joke.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know. I mean, my take on Jersey Shore is that it's like the worst thing to happen on television in the past 10 years. I know you differ.
I have a severe addiction to the Jersey Shore, and I used to blog about it. And me and my friends and I would comment on Facebook and send each other private messages. Like, it was kind of scary. But I love the show. I'm really upset that it's off the air now, and I feel like I lost a member of my family.
See, I kind of have like the middle ground there, because I hated the show for a really long time, and I just started watching it recently, and I gotta say, man, I started like getting into it. It's like, son of a bitch, man. It's just something about it. Just people, kind of like just. I don't know, it's just so much drama, and, there's just hot chicks on there, and whatever. Well, the chicks that are in the house are not usually that hot. They're like, whatever,
Yeah.
They're like mediocre ladies, whatever.
I'm glad I'm the bad guy in
hating.
this.
I think I just like hating them.
Yeah, it's a good outlet, definitely.
I think every comic on Long Island has some kind of Jersey Shore joke somewhere in their repertoire. I know I got one. I'm sure you got one too, but it's just... I'm the bad guy here, apparently. I don't think it's great. I hate it. I watched, like, 4 episodes of the final season just to hope that it, like, ended like Titanic ended, where those fucking die at the end. Apparently, I was wrong.
They just all got TV deals at the end, and...
That's why the people who argue, they do this shit because they want to. No, they do it for the paycheck. Everything they do on the TV show is based on a paycheck.
Yeah.
That's all that's about, so...
Snooki's kid dead yet?
Sure.
Did it come out alive?
It came out the color of this.
Now we have the
drink right
spin-off. These amaretto sours on a Monday evening.
I'm the one who works.
It's a Monday morning.
I'm the one who works, right?
Because that's like my Tuesday afternoon. I don't work,
Breakfast.
But now they had the spin-off for it. Snooki and JWoww have their own show, which is phenomenal.
Is that serious?
It is serious.
Wow.
And
I didn't even know that.
like it's kind of like it's like the nicotine patch for me, because I'm like slowly weaning myself off the actual Jersey Shore.
Yeah, you're mine with that. And it just goes, for me, from bad to worse. Because reality TV show, I still think is the worst thing in the world. Now they got this other show on MTV, Catfish. Apparently is replacing Jersey Shore as to being the new reality TV show phenomenon. Keegan, that's you. What's going on in this show?
Catfish is easily my new favorite show. What it is, it's based off of a movie, but they follow people around who've been on online relationships, people that have been in 5-year relationships on Facebook or Plenty of Fish, and most of them haven't even met each other yet, and then they just meet the actual person. It's just a disappointment to them. Like, it's never the person. Like, one guy, he met the girl he's been talking to. Like, it was his girlfriend for 5 years, and she said she was Carrie Ann Paniche, the girl. She was a Playboy model.
Oh, she actually turned out to be his mother.
It turned out to be just his neighbor pretending to be a Playboy model. And so he's been in a 5-year relationship with this person that lived 2 houses away from him. And I love it, though. Like, I signed up for Plenty of Fish just so I can get on that show and be somebody's disappointment.
They should bring like AOL chat rooms then, apparently, because this is probably where it starts with people who like AOL chat rooms like in the 1990s.
Yeah,
that's true.
And now
I remember that.
Now it's basically turned into a TV show.
Yeah, but I love it though. It's addicting, and somebody's gonna end up killing somebody on that show also.
When that happens, let me know. I'll tune in for that episode. It's a very special episode of Catfish. Someone gets their head fucking chopped off.
You didn't mention Buck Wild is a new. Actually, Catfish. Roger said He asked if that was the show where they catch catfishes with their bare hands.
That's what I thought it was.
It
was like,
makes
you know,
sense
this
because that
hillbilly's knuckling,
show isn't called Catfish,
Yeah.
and they're just catching catfishes. And this show's about dating, and they call it Catfish. This show should be just called like Catching Catfishes with your bare hands, and then they just meet people online.
I could watch those rednecks catching catfish for a little day, to be
I
honest.
love it.
Good show.
But, Buck Wild. Let's get back to Buck Wild.
Please tell
That
me about this
show,
one.
It's about these kids that they live in West Virginia, and they're just buck wild. These kids.
Oh, okay.
They go buck wild.
Buck Wild.
And they just party. They none of them really live with their parents. They all live on their own, and they just go crazy and just do fun activities. And like they're all just rednecks. Like it's almost like a spin-off of Honey Boo Boo. Like
What do you mean by like fun activities? They play like
They-
laser tag or
like fun, even funner than laser tag, if you can believe. Like they rented a dump truck and they filled it up with water and they used it as a swimming hole,
Okay.
and they called it a swimming hole, I think.
The fact that it's called a swimming hole lets you know right
And
now.
the girls, they're just getting naked and jumping in this dump truck that's full of water, and this shit's crazy. And then they just go clubbing in, like, Morgan County is, like, there in Manhattan. And they just go clubbing in Morgan County. And there's one kid that's obviously 100% inbred. And he goes buck wild in the club and takes off his shirt.
That's cool.
Buck wild.
This sounds like my fucking 8th grade graduation.
He got-
I'm from Levittown, so I can say
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. And that's kind of how it is.
It's yeah. Well, West Virginia and Levittown are very similar, I think.
Oh, it's
I've never been
unfortunate.
to either place.
Then you're doing all right. You're better than both of us then.
Godspeed.
So that's the reality shows like the kids are watching. But I mean, there's reality shows that like the older folks watch. You know, I guess I'd say our age, but you're the worst. So you watch this shit.
I'm a huge fan of the Kardashians.
Oh,
Kardashians
Oh.
my favorite family since like the Jetsons. But you know, Anthony DiDomenico and I, we text each other almost every day with some different Kardashian fact. He just got a beautiful I Love Khloe Kardashian shirt. And
Is it pink?
It's not. It's nice. It's black and
oh, okay.
but just like her boyfriend, I guess. The older boy. I guess.
Like the whole family,
But yeah.
like your aunt.
But I love the show. I love the whole family. You got your Kardashian. You got your Mob Wives. Anyone watch Mob Wives?
I've never seen it, but it looks pretty intriguing, to be honest.
That's the bone about that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one of my new favorite shows. It's just about.
I'm learning a lot about you right now, and every week I get more terrified to have you at my house.
Yeah.
There's always something. I don't know.
This is
First,
one of those guys. I never would have thought Mike Keegan would have done that, but you know he lets me know that he watches Mob Wives and Honey Boo Boo and
every week it's something. And I don't know about.
All right, can we talk
Jesus
about Honey
Christ.
Boo Boo for a second?
Yeah,
'Cause
let's-
I don't-
all right,
I don't really,
let's-
all right, like, I don't know anything about Honey Boo Boo. I've just heard the name thrown around a ton, and, like, I know a little bit about it, but that's all.
I know everything about it.
Enlighten us, because you're the expert today. This is your fucking show.
She was originally on a show called Toddlers and Tiaras.
Okay.
This is a spin-off of that because she was like the outrageous character on the show, and it's just the most redneck, disgusting hillbilly family.
Is she the William Hung
She's-
of Toddlers
yeah,
and Tiaras,
pretty-
basically?
Absolutely.
Nice.
William
And
Hung
she-
reference. Enjoy
and-
that.
We should do a William Hung reference every week.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
No, we do a Robert Bub X-Zone reference. Bob, are you watching
Hey,
this?
Rob
No,
Bub
you're
X-Zone.
not. No, you're not.
but you know, it's just her hillbilly family, and they just do disgusting things. Like they have a contest. They all line up, and they have to smell somebody's breath with a blindfold on, and guess whose breath it is. Like they do shit like that. Like first of all, she's only like 6 years away from being on 16 and pregnant. And,
The countdown has
and,
started.
dude, she is gonna have such a downfall because her family, her mother. You got to see the shit her mother feeds her. Just like she mixes up butter and sugar and puts it in the microwave, and they fucking drink it. Like they're just.
That's just like kind of crazy. Like, what kind of life is she gonna have
I
after
know.
like after she falls out of like this brief stardom?
I
you know? It's
know.
It's gonna turn to Lindsay Lohan, right?
I know.
That's where it's going.
I'm gonna have sex with her.
Lindsay Lohan or Honey Boo Boo?
Both.
It's
Same time.
gonna be an awkward through.
6 more years for you, right? 6 more years.
I'm not waiting.
I think we've reached the final part where you can't come to my house
you?
anymore.
You're like, yeah. We'd have to do this via satellite. But what about? Do you have any like reality shows that you love or?
The only reality TV show I ever really got into was like Celebrity Rehab and stuff. with
Yeah.
Dr.
Oh
Drew.
my
Like,
god. How
because
great
that
was
seemed like it was actually like more realistic than any of them I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Because like I mean, you see like Steven Adler on that thing
Yeah,
from Guns
man,
N' Roses,
I know.
like he's like legitimately fucked up, and you know that, and like these problems are like pretty sincere.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, so that show is pretty cool.
Yeah, they had some great people on that show.
Yeah.
I remember, what was it, Surreal Life, that had fucking Vern Troyer
Yeah.
hissing
Yeah.
like on China or something. And I remember seeing that and thinking, I hate reality TV shows. I'm never going to watch one of these.
And I remember seeing that and said, I love reality TV shows. I'm going to watch every single one.
We've gone a very different path.
Oh.
in our
Yeah, you know what?
lives
I think it is that either you love it or you hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was, like I said, I was on the hate side for a while, but I kind of got won over
Yeah.
by these terrible
Man.
shows.
Like a lot of people, I'm unemployed, and I just love watching these shows about people that have jobs, and with their Duck Dynasty. These guys are another hill. First of all, the whole South half of America is finally like gaining something after the Civil War. Like
Yes, the A&E channel.
We all just
Discovery.
watch all the stupid shit they do. Like these guys are millionaires because they make duck calls.
How the
And they go buck wild too.
Why is there
how many
not?
times we can throw the phrase "buck wild" into this podcast?
Let me ask you that. Why is there not a Long Island / Boroughs reality TV show about comics?
I know,
For-
right?
There
It would
is
just
no
be- 'cause it would
reason
just
why
be
we don't have
sad.
our own show yet.
It wouldn't be
That's
funny.
true,
It would just
actually,
be
yeah.
sad.
But that's what
realize how
sells.
depressing comedy
Yeah.
is.
We'll all have nicknames and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Above the X Zone.
That's already one.
Second reference above the X Zone.
I gotta mark that down. Hang on a second. Bubba reference. Will be a third later. Don't worry. Why don't we have our own reality TV
We
show?
absolutely
Who we
should.
contact about this shit?
We contact Lee
Ryan
West.
contact Lee West. Yeah, he runs everything out in Suffolk.
He's a big deal.
But maybe Ryan Seacrest.
Man.
Yeah, he produces the Kardashians.
That's a shame.
Just so you guys know.
I thought plastic surgery produces Kardashians. Bam!
Hey
That's
now.
hey now, Bub X Zone. We need to change topics before I want to kill myself. Don't worry, we'll go back to this stupid shit.
Wanting boo boo in a moment.
There's always ferals for this shit. Let's talk about current events though. I know Roger had some.
I like current events.
All right,
That's fun.
you want to talk out of turn, you can. Son of a bitch. You have a guest here. Roger wants to talk about some current events, and you said there's a lot of funny things that happened over the past week, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's this dude who's the former Italian prime minister of Italy, and that would make sense, right? Former Italian prime minister of Italy, yeah.
Sure.
Not of France. Yeah, this dude Silvio Berlusconi. He's been charged with paying for sex with a minor,
Which also makes sense.
yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, like, it is.
I can feel about that.
Berlusconi.
He got ripped off.
Berlusconi is actually Italian for Uncle Creepy Fingers.
Uncle, don't touch me there, please.
His hands were apparently very soft, so it wasn't too bad. He's only getting like 15 years as opposed to 25 because it was so soft.
I love how that is a qualification for jail
In Italy,
Europe.
absolutely.
in Italy,
He's
man.
just
That's
a charming Italian man.
The way it goes, man.
Yeah.
Like if I was on a jury, he would just use the accent and just swoon over him like,
Yeah.
"Ah, you didn't do anything wrong.
Did you hear how he just pronounced mozzarella? Like,
I
knocked
can't do
10 years
that.
off that guy's sentence.
So like, all right, so let's talk about that for a second. The mozzarella thing. Like, all right, I worked at Italian restaurants before as a waiter, and like people tell me to say it that way, but I'm like, I just feel like I'm making fun of Italians when I say that. You know? Like, I just look like a fucking idiot. You know, so I never.
But they'll get so mad at you if you don't say it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
When you do say it that way, you sound like an idiot. But if you don't, they just get. Hey,
Like
that
I
guy say
said-
mozzarella? That waiter just said mozzarella.
Moz sticks.
Go back to the Olive Garden, asshole.
That sounds about right. Again, you're on Long Island. That's what you do. Oh man, and then things going on in India too.
Yeah, there's apparently a big festival in India, like their sacred river, the Ganges. They're having like a ton of like religious people. Apparently they had like people that were self-proclaimed saints, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, I'm just gonna call myself a saint. We're just gonna run with it, you know. Let's do that. But Yeah, so there like hundreds of 100 million people are expected to go and like bathe themselves in this river. And it's
Oh, that
like,
must smell good.
Yeah.
It's like, where do you go to take a shower after that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Jesus.
They're cleansing themselves in the river. Like, you gotta re-cleanse yourself after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
It's just,
Some Purell or something. I don't
you're
know.
gonna have a dysentery outbreak in India.
It's like having sex in the shower.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really accomplish anything.
100 million people go there, but only 50
That's
million leave because
disgusting.
they're just dead. So,
That's pretty vile. You know,
That-
on the topic of creepy
You're
European
the most
things.
disgusting soup in the world.
What?
Just take out of the Ganges rivers after they've all bathed in it.
Oh, Progresso would sell that shit.
Yeah.
yeah, they would actually, yeah.
Some Ganges clouder.
I mean,
chowder.
it's cheap, so you can't really argue with that. But,
Yeah.
You know,
That's gross.
plenty of flavors in there.
Yeah.
Hate flavors. Oh, this tastes like Portuguese. All right, I'm sorry. Speaking of Portuguese people, there's something that I heard about, that there was a baby shower in Massachusetts that was broken up due to a fight because a Portuguese family went crazy. And they just started fight. I see it was 3 men and a kid, like a 14-year-old boy.
And there was an episode of Honey Boo Boo, too.
I'm sure it was. I mean, they probably watched it and went nuts off that, but there was a baby shower brawl.
That's awesome.
I'm all for that, actually.
Yeah.
And I think the awful, South Park kicked the baby comment happening, and I'm sure it happened.
Oh, yeah, Portuguese people love soccer.
That's true.
They play at City Field once a year
Hey.
because they can't sell tickets for Mets games. That's not nice.
Mets.
Go Mets.
Yeah.
Anyways, but back to kicking babies. You
Yes.
said something about Lance Armstrong happened recently.
He kicked the baby. Yeah.
There's a little juice
Well,
left.
A little bit.
I guess Lance Armstrong finally grew a set of nut. He has one nut.
Yeah, I get it.
But
I get it.
I guess he just finally kind of admitted to doping. And he apologized to the whole Livestrong company, and he's just an asshole. He's just a cheating piece of shit.
You know what? I don't think he even cheated. I think he got tired of people saying you cheated to say, yeah, fine, whatever. What the fuck you say? Whatever. You got me, guys.
Yeah,
Leave me the fuck
that
alone.
might be the case. It's just like kind of like
Yeah.
just relief at that point. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, he's still a hell of a bicycle rider.
Yeah, I mean he'll
that's
probably be in the
kind
bicycle.
of like the saddest, accomplishment I've ever heard. To be
I know,
honest,
right?
ride one hell of a bicycle.
I rode a bicycle
I'm sure what
for a
he
bit.
does is difficult, but it just sounds
Yeah, I
hilarious.
know.
You know?
I'm the best bicycle rider.
Ever.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm the best hopscotch player this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, that person got busted for PEDs a couple years ago. You don't want to be that hopscotch person. That's the worst.
That's what happened to Rob Bubba Exxon.
The kids even play hopscotch anymore? Like,
Fork.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I make them.
No reality TV show about hopscotching. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a reality show about little kids playing hopscotch.
Like crystal meth or something.
I would like that idea. You know, I have seen there's a show about competitive taxidermy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So why the fuck is there not a show about hopscotch?
I know.
That's on you.
I know.
I'm putting you in charge. Hang on,
I'm in
Rick.
charge of making a hopscotch reality show.
Just any reality show. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on there. Call Andy Cohen. He's the Bravo Channel guru.
I love reality TV.
You're the worst person I've ever met in my life.
Hardcore Pawn. Anyone watch the Pawn Stars? The
I
Hardcore
actually
Pawn?
do like that show. I
Yeah.
have to say.
Like I love both shows, and they just offset each other. Like one of them's on the History Channel. It's like, oh, this is the historical story of this piece, and on Hardcore Porn, it's just ghetto people going in there and just cursing and saying, "Give me money for this fucking piece of shit computer that doesn't work." And
There's a pawn shop down on 110 in Amityville.
uh,
I don't know why that's not a TV show yet, then, for that matter. I'm sure that is a lot of entertainment going on there. Here's my Chuck E. Cheese coupons. Fuck you.
I actually like shows like Judge Judy and stuff, man. That
Yeah,
lady's like
really?
such a mega bitch. Like, I don't know if I could be able to handle myself in front of her because she's just like such a cunt, you know.
yeah, gee.
I don't give her a stone cold stunner.
I hope she's not watching this because
Judge Judy watches this and hears you drop the C-bomb on her.
That'll be it for Long Island comedy for a while. All right, guys. Thanks for watching our podcast. This is episode number 6. We'll go with 6. You haven't watched the first 5 anyway, so what is that?
Absolutely got to thank our special guests. We had a great time.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Absolutely.
Thank you. So any upcoming shows for guys?
it. January 26th, I'll be performing at the Broadway Comedy Club at 6:30, so that should be cool. Come on down.
Awesome. This Wednesday, I'll be at the Eastville Comedy Club. Friday night, I'm doing a little double header. No, Saturday, I'm doing a little double header. No. Friday I'm doing a doubleheader.
Sorry,
I'm gonna be
Hollywood over here.
I'm gonna be at the Gentle Brew in Long Beach, and then I'm shooting over to McGuire's in Bohemia.
Nice.
And then Saturday I'll be at the Broadway Comedy Club.
Busy man.
Yeah, I'll be in Limburg on the 23rd doing J-Meg's Bar and Grill.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to that. My cousin lives around the block, so I'm gonna come and watch.
You come
it.
through?
I'm gonna come
All
through,
right.
and I'm gonna watch you and make it drunk.
Excellent.
I'm not coming. I don't wanna be there.
Didn't expect that. All right, guys. And so, Train Podcast, thanks for watching us. I am Adam.
Mike Keegan.
Roger Skai, take care.
Hey, have a good one, guys.